All right, let's get a check of your forecast. It's sunny this morning, and then those clouds have really built in. Those clouds all part of some changes moving through the area this evening. 70s and 80s out there. Live radar detecting the clouds, not detecting any showers or thunderstorms just yet. We'll have to watch, particularly in the River Valley, the Ouachitas. That's where the most favorable ingredients, albeit they're lacking. But nonetheless, that's where we could see some of those storms produce a little bit of hail, maybe a little bit of wind. I'll tell you, hail is probably going to be the more common concern we've got. Level 2 in yellow, level 1 there in green. Some of the towns, including Poteau, Worcester, Heavener, Sallisaw, Fort Smith, Van Buren, and Alma. You get into parts of southern Franklin, the western half of Logan County, there, all of Scott County, extending back towards Polk County as well. Interestingly, there's not going to be many storms. In fact, Futurecast looking pretty bare out there. These storms are going to be rather isolated in nature if they're able to break the cap. If that happens, then they're going to be able to produce that hail. You notice the timing here is going to be probably between about 7 o'clock and midnight this evening. This is going to be around 10 o'clock. Futurecast may not be doing a good job, but it does start to pop a few of these scattered showers in the River Valley closer to 10, 11 o'clock tonight. They don't live very long, push out of the area. There's a good chance most of us stay dry this evening. Chances are going to be rather low. Now, if they do develop, this is what we're tracking. Hail and wind, still in the medium category. I've not changed that over the last couple of days. This has been pretty steady. Our tornado and flooding risk, rather low. The tornado potential, it's not zero. I wish it was. I'd love to tell you that, but it's pretty close to zero with those storms. Let's track Friday's forecast. We've been trending in a really good direction almost every day this week, and that is going to continue to be the case today. This is the severe weather outlook from the Storm Prediction Center. A level 1 for a thin layer of Madison, Carroll, Johnson, and Logan County. The worst ingredients really look to be off towards the east. Central and eastern Arkansas under a level 3 potential. They're very well looking at a rough afternoon, a rough evening come Friday. It's all part of a really strong storm system. Very deep area of low pressure swings us that cold front, and that deepening area of low pressure is also going to produce some non-thunderstorm winds. Remember a week or so ago when we had that really windy day? This looks pretty similar to that. This is 11 o'clock Friday morning gusts, so not sustained, constant, steady winds, but occasional gust of wind. 40 to 50 miles per hour. That's going to be common. The Weather Service indicating you could even see some rare instances of 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts across parts of Benton and Washington counties. This is a high wind watch. A lot of these different types of advisories and alerts. This one don't get a whole lot around here, but in Benton and Washington County, where those highest winds expected, 50 to 60 miles per hour. The problem with these winds is not necessarily just the wind potential, it's that it's happening while there's relatively low humidity. No pun intended, relative humidity, rather low. 40 to 60 mile per hour winds, low humidity. Most of the vegetation's pretty dry out there, especially north of I-40, which didn't get much rain over the weekend. Probably not going to get a whole lot of rain tonight. Things are pretty dry, so they've gone ahead and issued a fire weather watch for all of northwest Arkansas. Good chunk of the River Valley. The only 3 counties not included are those that are responsible from the National Weather Service out of Little Rock. They'll probably end up following suit if I had to guess. This fire weather watch just means that if a fire is to get going, a spark out there, yeah, you name it, it's going to spread pretty quickly. It's a precursor to a red flag warning. I wouldn't be surprised if this isn't upgraded to a red flag warning. They're just going to want to wait till tomorrow or Friday for that to happen. Your 7-day forecast, northwest Arkansas, sunny again tomorrow, 81 degrees, another warm day. With the increasing cloud cover and that low chance of a few showers and storms Friday afternoon, temperatures are going to be mild, but they're not going to be in the 80s, at least not across northwest Arkansas. Now, we get past that really windy Friday, chance of a few of those storms pushing off towards the east. We go into the weekend and it's still going to be really nice. The thing is, as that low pressure pulls those winds in, they're going to be eventually out of the northwest. That pushes us some cooler temperatures. 60s on the board for Saturday and Sunday. I ain't complaining about it, and I'm sure you're not either. 70s return by Monday and Tuesday of next week in the River Valley. Partly cloudy skies tomorrow, 81 degrees. Chance of rain and storms on Friday afternoon. Still the same, 30%. It's going to be a windy day. That's going to be the big concern for us. 69 Saturday, 64 comes Sunday. Also back in the 70s and 80s next week.